today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find his store. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And you got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. Coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Complete to Anthony Miller. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Receiver. Jamie Collins makes the tackle. No gain on the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And 5.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bears 10. Lions nothing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, they start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Matt Prater.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 3. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. his 5th touchdown now on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. It's good to make it 17-7. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. The ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 3 yards.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Throwing is Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Stafford's pass.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll set up a throw. He's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Chase following the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here come the Lions now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford, he's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
From the gun, Stafford.
At the 45.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Stafford's back.
7 yards on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Right back to him on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Stafford's pass.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
It brings up 3rd down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air again, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
The kick,
and he'll bang that one through. Getting your
Bears
back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. this one's incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
The pass. Intercepted by the Lions.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. 14.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the first.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. The Vikes trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we take the long trek.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Raiders to kick off for Detroit.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Recovered by Detroit.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Lions.
On first down, it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Detroit.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Antonio Gandy Golden.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The Lions, first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
2nd and 1. Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
Stafford's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bears.
Stafford looks to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Number 30.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jamie Collins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Stafford, he'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the 50, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They snap it to Stafford.
And no, it's incomplete. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
He's across.
Tracy Walker in on the tackle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did.